Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm sure you guys have heard the news by now, but if not, yes, Bandai Namco, specifically the Southeast Asia branch, leaked Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. They created this playlist, touted it as Xenoverse 3, and within the playlist was the Project Age 1000 teaser trailer that was revealed at Genkidama Matsuri. So today, we're going to be creating the Xenoverse 3 CAC. He was designed by the legend himself, Akira Toriyama. To try to do this some justice, I went ahead and downloaded some mods to create the definitive edition of John 1000. Apparently that's his fan-made name within the community. John 1000, John Dragon Ball. I guess now, John Xenoverse 3. So without further ado, please make sure to drop a like on today's video, turn on post notifications, and let's jump straight into it. So we don't necessarily know if John 1000 is an Earthling or a Saiyan. Now, I know obviously he does transform into a Super Saiyan in the trailer, but we do have to keep in mind that this is taking place during Age 1000. And according to Dragon Ball Online, the MMORPG game, even the Earthlings can transform into Super Saiyans. They're descendants of Goku and Vegeta. So the lore to this upcoming video game is going to be top-notch. I'm looking forward to it. But for the sake of today's showcase, I'm just going to be going with a male Saiyan just because I know all the combo strings. So as for the features, I don't think he's as tall as Goku. So we're just going to pick the second notch that we have here. The body type, he has 0 muscle mass. I guess he has more of a Universe 6 Saiyan builds. You know, more lean, not as bulky looking as the Universe 7 Saiyans. So we're going to go with the first body type that we have here. The head/hairstyle. So I actually went ahead and downloaded an additional hair mod. Shoutouts to Nye, I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's spelled N-I-E. I'll have them linked down below in the description. But this is the hair mod that I found that's closest to John 1000. I know it's a bit more fluffy, doesn't necessarily have a ton of lines. This mod here is super defined, but it's the best that I found. So this is what I'm going with. Now, if you don't have this mod, by the way, I will have all the mods linked down below in the description. I would say, like, if you're trying to create John 1000 in the normal game with no mods installed, then maybe this hairstyle or the Kid Gohan hairstyle, or maybe even this one that we have right here, Type 23. Again, this is the revamp pack, so the types are going to be different. This is just what it's numbered in the revamp itself. The eyes/forehead. So if we look at the image, the line up above is flat, and the lines underneath are going to be a bit more curved. So it's flipped in a way compared to like all these standard eyes that we have here. So we have to look for something that resembles that a little bit. Dude, do we... Oh, perfect. There it is. Type 11. But I don't necessarily like how he has the line underneath the eyes, right? It kind of makes it look like he's tired. And my man's John 1000 ain't tired, man. He can defeat anyone that crosses his path. So, oh, Type 15. This might be it. Hold on now. Dude, Type 15 was literally made for John 1000. That one has to be the best one. Woo! Okay. This one, Type 17, definitely would have been the best, but it's flipped, right? The flat line is underneath the eye, and the curves are up above. Dang, that one would have hit different. Whoa, we can even create Super Saiyan 4 with these eyes. Shout out to the revamp team for creating nothing but peak. But I'm going to be going with the Type 15, was it? Yeah, I think this one suits John 1000 the best. Pupils, we do have the glare, so we're going to go with Type 74. It's strange because when he does ascend into Super Saiyan, his pupils disappear. You know, it's just going to be that one solid green color. So I'm not entirely sure if he is an Earthling or a Saiyan. I mean, if you take a look at all the Saiyan characters, Gohan, Goten, Goku, Vegeta, they don't necessarily have pupils. It's just one solid dark color, right? So maybe the pupils in his base form, John 1000, could indicate that he's an Earthling? Which, most likely. Because, again, Dragon Ball Online does exist. The nose. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this one could be the default mode, Type 3. Dude, this is literally, like, perfect for John 1000. The same angle, how it kind of curves down at the very end right there. This is actually going better than expected. The jaw, I guess we'll just go with the typical standard jawline, right? I mean, he does have a sharp angle to it. So maybe Type 3, Type 2, or Type 1. No, I would say Type 2 or Type 3. You can't go wrong with either one, I'll be honest. But I'll go with the Type 3 for now. The ears, maybe Type 9. It's a bit on the smaller side, right? Yeah, let's just go with that one. And this is just going to be the foundation. Of course, we do have the color palettes over here. So we'll go with either the default one. No. Maybe this one up here. I have the image pulled up on a second monitor, so I'm just trying my best to copy all of that. I guess this one. Or this one. Yeah, we'll go with this one here. The hair color, it's not going to be completely white, just because if you compare the color palette with the background, right? The background is white and his hair is more of this silver color theme to it, so we'll definitely go with one shade darker. The eye color, it just resembles Ultra Instincts. So we'll go with the third one, perhaps? Or maybe a bit darker. Yeah, I say the one right here in the middle. It probably suits that the best. And here we have John 1000, man. Perfect. So for the name. Oh yeah, the voice. Look, you forgot about that. John 1000. You could go with either one, right? As I stated at the start of the video. John Dragon Ball. Or even John Xenoverse 3. Oh, that one fits. Dude, you can't add any more letters or numbers. Alright, we'll go with John Xenoverse 3. Why not? Now for the voice. This one could be tough. I'm deciding between voice 7,
take this,
voice 9, and voice 12 so far.
Here goes.
Okay, we'll just go with voice 7 for today. Why not?
What the?
Yeah, that's fine. And this is the character, so we will go ahead and switch up the arsenal, you know, skills, ultimates, and even the outfits. Yes, we have a John 1000 outfit. And here he is, the CAC mascots from Xenoverse 3 over here in Xenoverse 2 mods. This is why I wanted to create this video, because of the Capsule Corporation outfit that we have here. Big thanks to Kai Mods, also known as Kai Gameplays, for developing this. I'll be sure to have them linked down below in the description. If you do want access to this outfit, you have to be a supporter over on their Patreon page. But isn't this top tier stuff? So let's actually go over to photo mode and break this down. It is going to be similar to the uniform in the trailer itself. However, it has been modified, so there will be some differences as well. But man, he is ready. He's powered up. So we do have the Capsule Corporation writing right there on the chest. That's similar. We even have the GS tatted on his left shoulder, which I'm assuming represents Great Saiyaman. And we even have the number 7 over on the right soldier, perhaps Great Saiyaman 7. So the difference is, we do have the hood. That's one big difference. I think that just adds some extra style to it. And the torso piece, you can see how it goes even further down, right above his kneecaps. If you go over to the trailer, I think it just goes right above his waist. And we have the Capsule Corporation logo on the back. Hey man, we're representing the team over here. But isn't this epic? We literally have John 1000. Of course, via mods. So we do have 2 variations of this Capsule Corporation outfit. I already went ahead and made 2 different presets. Preset 1 is going to be the one I just showcased, but if you pay attention to the shoes under the equipment category, it says Capsule Corporation Timekeeper Colorable. So we have one where we get to customize the color palette, and we have the standard default one. So it's painted red and black. We also have the gauntlets around the hands, but the reason why I removed them for preset 1 is because, again, if you go back to the trailer, he doesn't necessarily have gauntlets. And the shoes, I painted red and white just to be a bit more accurate. Now, the skill attacks, he did use about 5 techniques in the trailer itself. We see him use this elbow strike, super dragon flight from Team Gohan, sledgehammer, and then the 360 backspin kick from Gogeta. He used it against Super Saiyan Broly. And one more move, change the future, that's what it was. So I only went ahead and picked 4 out of 5 because we don't have that backspin kick from Gogeta. The ultimate attacks, I just went ahead and equipped Gigantic Nova and Super Kamehameha. And obviously, we will be ascending into Super Saiyan. So do keep in mind, we have the revamp pack installed, which means when we ascend into Super Saiyan, our hair model will change, and it's going to be somewhat similar to how it looks to John 1000 in the trailer. I try my best to get everything down, 100% accuracy. So let's just go over and fight Blue Goku. I think it would be cool to go up against this guy. I mean, we do see a variant of Goku in the trailer. Let's just go up against his base form. Why not? I don't think that character is Goku. Obviously, he looks like him because of the hair, his face. But again, this is during Age 1000. So, could be a descendant of Goku. Hey, man, I'm not sure. We have to wait for more details, okay? But check this out. He's right there. And all its glory. We will go ahead and transform here shortly. But first, let's use the attack. So first, he used the elbow strike. I know he doesn't necessarily do that palm technique afterwards, but the reason why I went with Hawk Charge is because it's very similar. See what I mean? Boom. We can actually recreate the trailer right here, right now. So it was reverted. I think he striked him with his right elbow, but we're going with the left elbow. Very unfortunate, but the camera angle was slightly tilted, right? And it was like zoomed up in his face like this. I'll try my best to have the screenshots up on screen as well. But there's one recreation. Boom. And then what was it? Super Dragon Flight. Whoa! That is perfect, bro. Am I playing Xenoverse 3 already? Shoryuken! Right there. It was kind of like at this angle, right? Something similar to that. I'm going off memory. I'm not necessarily watching the trailer as we speak. But there it is. That's 2 down. And then the sledgehammer. Full power. With something similar to this. Let's actually go ahead and restart. Make things easier. Perfect, perfect. He struck the enemy and we have like the zoom up. Boom. 3 down. We can't do that Gogeta technique, so let's just skip over to change the future. Is this a strike counter? Nope. Ki Blast based, and there we have it. Boom. I can already hear the music in the background. And the bootleg Goku spawns in. So we'll have Goku walk like this. And oh wait, no. We gotta be facing this way. And we just see his ankles, right? We can't zoom up. I'm getting stuck. The ground. No! That's good enough. Why not? And then he turns around. We transform into Super Saiyan. I specifically went with Future Super Saiyan because obviously Age 1000 in the future. Oh, yeah! Uh-huh. Dude! Xenoverse 3! The hair spiked up and everything. How come they did not do this for Vanilla Xenoverse 2? Who knows? Now, I am missing one feature to this character. I don't have the earrings, trust me. I tried to look for the same exact earrings, but none of them exist. We do have other variants of earrings, but nothing similar. This is what we can come up with. Again, massive shout outs to the revamp team for the transforming hairstyle and just the revamp assets in general. Big shout outs to Kai Mods for the uniform. That's like the main piece. And also big thanks to Nai for the base hair. We have to transform into Super Saiyan once more. Yeah, so as I said before, in his base form, he has the pupils, right? And then when he transforms, it's just going to be that one solid green color. Something that we have here. Now, his actual eye shapes, that changes. I wanted to keep it the same, you know, with the flat line up on top and the curve down below, but didn't necessarily know how to change all that or modify the actual eyes for the transformation. So this is the best that I can do right now, and he looks very cool, right? Somebody needs to create the earrings. Hey man, we need the definitive John 1000. We can't disrespect the character, you know what I mean? So now let's go over to the actual 1v1s, but first, Loki forgot to use the ultimate attacks. Super Kamehameha. Yeah, there he is, bro. Nothing but pure and raw strength. Go ahead and hold on to it to get the secondary animation. He already cooking Goku. The game's not even out yet. Gigantic Nova. Now, we didn't necessarily see him use any ultimate attacks in the trailer, so I just went with these two. Why not? To be fair, you guys remember how it kind of looked like he was skipping through the different ages? We see Goku, or not Goku, Piccolo, Beerus, DBS Broly, Gohan, Vegeta, Frieza, Cell, Kid Buu. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is those specific characters could have been John 1000's mentors. So we could technically just equip all those characters' skill attacks. Bro went back in time to fight Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Hey man, Goku is still a legend, even in age 1000. He heard all those stories, the main protagonist type energy, right? So he wanted to test out the waters for himself. He went back in time, I guess around the age 780 period, right? Because that's where Dragon Ball Super takes place, I believe. 3 or 4 years after the events of Dragon Ball Z. So, yeah. 780, I guess. Come on, man. I've heard nothing but great things about you, Goku. Let's see what you can do. Something similar to Future Trunks, right? Heard nothing but great things, went back in time. And then, yeah, all that still applied. Future Super Saiyan! Dude, this is so cool. Whoa! Bro tried to finish the job with that ultimate Kamehameha. His stamina is too great at the moment. Oh, fail, man. That was a fail. Well, how about my strength? Okay, cool. I thought I was about to miss. Have to use more supers and ultimates than that. Maybe destroy Goku with a fully charged up sledgehammer. Oh, bro. Come on, man. Hot charge. Why not? I don't want to disrespect Goku too much. But this is it for today's video. Just wanted to create the character. If you guys would like to see more videos with John 1000 over here, Parallel Quest missions, story mode, perhaps that could be interesting. Let me know down below in the comments. This is just the start